What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Brown Sugar Confessions coming to you live wherever you're getting your listening and your viewing pleasure. You should know by now it is Wednesday, and make sure that you go and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok under Doc Val Popple, Facebook, every social media handle you're going to find us under Brown Sugar Confessions. And make sure that you also listen to us on Power 1017. So, welcome to tonight's show as we begin lots of fun shenanigans. So, let's see. Tracy, how are you tonight?
I am doing well. Tired, but well. I
Mhm.
think I think I twerked my twerkulator off on
Houseway.
Saturday.
Houseway.
Um, I got taken to Vegas. I got flued out, and I
Ooh.
got to go see Gorilla and Megan the Stallion, and it was so much fun. I was center front row. It was amazing. It was amazing. I had my hard toe shell Adidas on for when Glenn was like stomping people in the face. I had it. I was doing my little two step.
Go ahead,
Then
girl.
when Megan came
Oh,
out, I torched my back off. It was amazing. I loved it. I had so much fun. Megan the Stallion is even more beautiful in person. Do not
mm-hmm.
let videos get in your brain when you see her in person. She is absolutely stunning.
She definitely has
And
stage presence.
stage presence, natural, just naturally beautiful. Her smile has not changed over the years. And what I think I love to see the most is people were giving her gifts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people were giving some very expensive gifts, and she was like, "I can't take this. This is too much. Please don't do that to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable." And then one
Oh,
lady
wow.
gave her nails, like she got to see her nails, and they were like zooming in on her nails. And the lady made her nails. It's called Angel's Nails. She took the nails and said, "Say your tag. Show me your tag, so we can spread the word because these are beautiful." That's
Oh.
what I love to see. And the twerk contest with everybody on stage,
Yeah.
fire. Fire.
Yeah.
Look, there should have been an earthquake registering 20.0 on the Richter scale in Vegas with all
All
that
that booty
body
shaking.
shaking.
All that booty
It
shaking.
was it was amazing. And I think what I love to see the most is sometimes when you go to concerts you see artists and they don't give the same energy that they give in a video, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Nah, she's a
Gorilla brought
performer.
it. Megan the Stallion brought it. I was like in the middle of the song, 5 minute twerking. I loved it.
Mm.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, at my big age, we also got to go to the after party, the private after party. Um,
What?
Mm.
Yeah, the dudes did the thing for me.
Oh,
Um,
Okay.
good.
we got to go to the private after party afterwards. I had so much fun that I slept in.
You didn't put nobody in the hospital this time?
Not this time.
No, this put me. I had to go get the IV this time. It was bananas. Look. We're not gonna talk about it on this show. We'll
Oh.
save it for a later show because
Oh, our
I thought I
after
was a
party show.
gangster.
Oh.
They didn't. They 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 showed me I am a little guppy in a very big pond,
Oh,
is what I'm
snap.
going to
The
say.
Wonder Twins came through?
Wonder Twin Power activated, united, and Tracy needed Gatorade, lots of Gatorade and an IV.
Oh,
Oh, that was
snap.
revenge for Hawaii. You know that's what that was.
That's what they said. That's what they said. They said, hey, we love you, but we're on Hawaiian time now. And I was like, look, when
Girl.
I tell you it was on and popping, it was on and popping. I did not know my hips could move like that, but yo, I did it. I'm a trooper. Aim high, Air Force. I did
Girl,
it all the way.
that is why you back there glowing like crazy. So congratulations to
I am
Tracy
here
out
for this
there.
round of applause.
Tracy's that we all
Thank
live
you.
through Tracy's eyes as being one of the only women that I really know that has, well, two, sometimes three male partners, and we
She's
are
an
here
active stable.
active. We are here for all of her shenanigans, and so
Thank
If we could
you.
only be as strong as her. This is why
oh,
there is the 1%. This is why there is the 1%.
1%. When we love it for you, so congratulations. Enjoy every minute of you. And if you haven't done so, go to
Thank you.
YouTube. Look at Tracy. She is literally glowing. Literally glowing. And so it looks like that you just had an amazing time. So welcome back,
I
love.
did.
We're still KD
Thank
is still
you.
out doing KDing stuff. She's still traveling. Hopefully we'll have her back next week. And Miss T, what's up with you?
It is hot down here. That is a problem for me. We just got into summer. I'm going to rant for a couple of seconds. We just got into summer and we are already breaking 100 degrees here in Atlanta.
Damn. Yeah, it's a hot summer. It is most.
I am not okay with this. I am not okay with going like 7 to 10 days of plus 95 and there's no rain in sight.
Wow. That bad.
No rain in sight. We are in the height of hurricane season. Well, we're not in the height of hurricane season, but we're getting there. And the fact is, I needed to cool down because I'm tired of running my AC already.
Wow. So you're over 90 the whole time.
Yes, we are over 90
We're
until,
102.
yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Like, I think today we broke over 100 and they're talking about we're going to be over 100 for like the next 3 to 5 days. And I'm like, bruh, you know what? I'm thankful that I don't have a 9 to 5. Like, I can literally sit in my house and do what I need to do because I'm like, I'm not going outside. I ain't work out before 1 p.m. It's not happening
Wow. Oh,
unless I do it indoors.
I'm in Berkeley, and I have to say I'm right by the bay. It is
Oh, you got a nice sea breeze.
79, not a drop. You could have a French press and or Dominican blowout, whatever you want to call them, and walk outside. Ain't a bit of humidity. Not a
It's
bit.
it's
It,
funny because I talked to one of my besties and she lives in Europe right now. She's in the UK, I think, and they're going through a heat wave. Their heat wave is 79 degrees Fahrenheit.
that's a luxury for us on the East Coast right now.
I was like, you know what? I would take that over a European winter because I'm not going over there in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Not at all.
absolutely. Yeah, it's cold over there in the wintertime for sure. Ice and snow. Well, enough of the weather forecast. Are you getting some in Atlanta? That's what we want to know. That's what the listeners
You,
want to know. Let's just be honest, Miss T. We really, none of us give a flying crap about your weather. We all just want
I
to know is
I
Miss T
care
gonna
about the
get some?
weather. So the long and short of it is no.
Daggone it.
It is no, but here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. And I'll be completely transparent. I got my IUD replaced. The
Okay.
box needs time to heal because that was a bunch of BS that I forgot about because it happened over 10 years ago.
Oh, you've had it that long in?
Well, I've had, I got my first one, I want to say 2012, 2014, around that time.
Okay.
And then, all of this stuff happened. And then when I realized during the great shutdown of 2020, I might be coming up on my due date. Forgot about it. And then, we get to this year, it's like, I definitely think I'm up on my due date. I need to go get that checked out. So I got that checked out, and they're like, yeah, you're coming up on your due date. Here's a date, come back. And they change how they do it now, which is actually kind of interesting because before they're like, we're just going to measure your cervix and then we're going to put it in. But I
Okay.
guess because they had technology and stuff changes. So now they did it via, what's that thing they stick in you to make you see your baby if you're
Ultrasound.
pregnant? Yeah,
Ultrasound.
that thing. Um, they do it via ultrasound now to find it, get it out, remeasure. to make sure that it's in the correct place. So like before I had to go back like 6 to 8 weeks later to make sure it was in place. They're like, nah, we're doing all of that now.
Oh, okay. Hey. So
So
thanks.
I got that replaced, but I'm like giving my body some time before I go out and do some foolishness. But then it's also summer, and then it's 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 a bit strange here in Atlanta during the summer because you got the heat, everybody's already aggravated, but it's also sundress season.
Oh.
And
Mm-hmm.
you know, any woman in a dress is typically, if you're a woman and you're dressed and you're in the sun, that is typically a sundress. But now it's gotten to the point where everybody, and I will say particularly our vanilla flavored friends here in the South, has taken what constitutes a sundress into like an almost baseball stats type of deal.
I told you a couple weeks ago there's a whole thread about what's a sundress, and it's a real
Yes.
thing.
And I'm like, it's a dress that is in the sun. That is a sun dress. If it was a summer themed dress, it can have flowers, it can have stripes, it can be bodycon. It's a dress. A woman is in it. It's summertime in the sun.
Right.
Sundress. But yeah, sundress season here is a whole Olympic sport, man.
Wow. They come out with
It's
sundresses. Dress to the nines with the heat. Hair, eyelashes, full face,
nails,
nails.
aesthetics done. I'm like, you know what? Let me just stay in my house and eat up my AC because apparently y'all are acting the fool and I don't want to be a part of it.
The beautiful women of Atlanta. God bless them and keep it doing, ladies, because you know what? I'm in Berkeley, college town. There's hardly no college kids here. Everyone's gone home. So I took like a 6 mile walk today. I'm so tired. My thighs are killing me. Hence I'm lying down
What's
right now.
you and these multi-mile walks?
I'm really trying to stay fit and healthy. I'm really trying. So I did this 6 mile today. I don't even know where I was walking. I went to the university and I walked all the way down, then walked all the way another direction, and then did a whole loop. And I do my squat training on the way. I'm trying to keep. I'm in my age now. I'm trying to keep things right. Miss T.
Tracy,
And
you remember when she tried to make us go on a 6 or 7 mile walk in Jamaica?
Yeah, and we revolted.
Exactly.
I was like, that is just like a kindergarten walk. That's nothing. So anyway,
You
but
can do a 6 mile walk maybe once a week, but you were trying to do that foolishness every day.
I was trying to
Man,
get
we got
us.
stuff to do. We got things to see. We can't spend half the day walking.
It was, anyway, it didn't happen. So I'm walking here by myself, having a great, all I'm doing is walking. That's all I'm doing down here in Berkeley. I'm getting catcalled. I like it. I got picked
You
up a
didn't
couple.
find no shoulders and bars while you were out there?
I didn't find shoulders and bars, but there were a lot of construction workers that were like yelling, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, how you doing? There were some, I don't know, there must be some function going on 'cause a lot of security guys are out. So I was getting
Mm.
some cat calls. So I will tell you, your girl, I have a cute little, it's not a sundress, but it's like a little short little dress. But yeah, it was a lot of
You were
fun.
showing leg, Doc
I was
Val.
showing some leg. I was definitely showing, I had my little skinny thighs out. I'm not the
This
biggest
is
of
why everybody acting a fool because you showing leg.
I didn't, nothing was, I was pretty at the top of the thigh, girl. I was having a ball. Let
Mm,
me tell y'all something. No matter how old you are, live your best life. That's what I'm going to tell you because tomorrow is not promised. And speaking
that.
of not promising, so what's going on with us, Miss T? What is happening that we're talking about tonight?
Oh man, we got kind of a plethora of things to talk about, but the thing I want to talk about the most, have you guys ever heard of the MRS degree?
Not until you brought
What's
it up.
that?
I was clueless. So explain
So
to
the
me again.
MR,
Oh, the Mrs. degree. The Mrs. degree.
yeah, the Mrs.
Yes.
degree.
I'm from Texas. Yes.
I did
Yes, I
not
know
know
what the
that was
Mrs.
a
degree is.
thing. And like once I
Yes.
saw that one TikTok about it, and I sat there and thought about it, and I was like, I thought about when I was in undergrad, and I was like, is that what they were doing?
Hmm.
So essentially, Doc Val, the MRS degree, the Mrs. degree, is when women go to college, even though you're there for a degree, but you're also scouting for your husband.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's where that phrase ring by spring comes from.
Ring by spring. Yes.
Yeah, that's where that comes from. So it's like you go, you scout, and you better have a ring by spring if you want to be secure in life.
I
And
I had no
that's where that
idea.
came from.
Yeah,
And
but
I
this
was
is
like,
all this is old. This is from when women were going to the colleges in the 40s and 50s. That's how old this is.
Right.
Like
right.
this is not it's called the Mrs. degree. That's why all of these there were these women colleges all around the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
The women would date the men at the men colleges, and if they did not meet their expectations by spring, the women would break up with them and start dating their friend. Somebody is going to give me a ring, and if I don't have one, and the date was usually right, I think it was like either the 1st of March or the 2nd of April, something like that, if
Mm-hmm.
they did not have a ring. But dating back then was not dating now. So dating back then for women dated multiple men at one time. There was no like, so if you
Yeah,
didn't give
nobody
them what
was
they wanted,
committed.
yeah, the roster was rotating constantly. It's not like it is today where he's my boyfriend and it's the only person I'm seeing. Bad, wrong. So for any of you knuckleheads out there thinking, oh, you have to work twice as hard today for a woman than your grandpa did, you were lied to, and you watching them. What's that dude that used to be in that Christmas movie, Jimmy something? I
Jimmy.
can't remember his name.
I
White boy.
never watch
Anyway,
Christmas
you know what I'm
movies
talking.
unless it's like Die Hard. So
Okay.
Yeah, so look, if you're out here thinking that your grandfather did not have to work as hard, that is a perpetual ill-stated lie that probably Andrew Tate told you. Your
Oh,
granddaddy had to
not
work.
Andrew Tate.
that
Your granddaddy had to work. Your great granddaddy had to work 3 and 4 times as hard because guess what? Your grandma wasn't just seeing your granddaddy. Your grandma was seeing your granddaddy, Steve, Franklin,
the milkman,
Theodore,
Franklin, not Franklin.
William, and they all
Rufus.
were vying for her. She was the prize, not child knucklehead. She was the prize, and she was rotating. So you're lucky if your granddaddy got your grandma. So y'all need to put in the same amount of effort, but y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't even want to wear deodorant now. But we're not gonna talk about that.
What what is up with
Damn,
today's? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it because what is
damn.
up with today's men talking about they want a soft life? What is that about with men now wanting soft lives? Did you
Well,
guys
there's
see that
a
on TikTok?
I see that, but here's the
Yes.
thing. Here's the thing, and I think part of it. Okay, well, I'm going to try to be as PC as possible as I can be for this. Part of this is because they're trying to live the lives that their mothers lived.
The guys.
Yes, they're trying to live the lives that their mothers lived. They want a soft life because their mom probably wanted a soft life and she couldn't have a soft life. Because I don't see that many men who have kids who are wanting a soft life, a quote unquote soft life. So whatever is soft is relative too, because we talked about this on the show before. Soft is relative. But also, with that being said, I think a lot of these dudes kind of just want some to be able to be emotionally available or
Mm.
vulnerable, and they don't know how to do it. So they assume that if you're soft, you are vulnerable. You can be
That don't even
vulnerable and
make
stuff like that.
sense.
It
But
doesn't
yeah, and
make
That
that's
don't
sense to
make
me though, Miss.
sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make a
but
lot of sense.
that's what I'm like. I think they want because part of me thinks it's satire, and part of me thinks like they just want to be vulnerable. But soft isn't vulnerable.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that from watching these guys, and I've been following a lot of them because I find it interesting.
Okay, tell
Like
me what you think it is.
I think that these men are sick and tired of having to spend their money on women and take care of women. I think they're just saying, I'm tired of spending all my money on you. What about now you putting some money on me? Why don't you fill up my gas tank? Why don't you buy me clothes? Why don't you take care of me
Because it's
financially?
equal. But and this is the thing: is it's equal exchange, or equivalent exchange, I should say. Um, for guys, for some guys, and not all of them, I think they want to be like, oh, if you're matching, if I'm doing this for you, you should be doing this for me, which is equivalent exchange. But that's not how relationships work.
No, not at all.
That is not how relationships work. If you are going Dutch, if you're just hanging out with your friends, then yes, that's how that kind of relationship works. But if you're looking for a romantic relationship, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, that is not how that works.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And don't you think that in the beginning of relationships that you need to have these conversations at the early stages and not waiting?
In theory, yes, but that's not generally not how it works, at least not now.
I
Because
think you
here's
should have it in levels. I think you should have
yes.
it in
What
levels.
do you mean by levels?
Um, so if we're going out on for example, if you're going out on a first date, as a woman, here's what my granny told me: leave it to a man, but never leave it to a man. So I go out to, like, let's say one of the dudes, when first date, we go on a first date with them. I brought my own money to pay for my food. I was not waiting for him to pay for the food. He took the check,
Mm-hmm,
right? Do I expect him to pay for every date? No, I'm sure there would be some places that I'm going to invite you and you're going to all pay for that, right?
mm-hmm,
It's not even an equal exchange, because equal exchanges are weird. And it doesn't equal is never equal on this realm of earth
Fair.
359b. Okay, equal is not a real thing. So yes, sometimes I do buy dinner for my guys, sometimes I do buy them a shirt, sometimes I do put gas in their car, right? But I think at the end of the day, you have to sit down and you have to, like, as dating, who's going to pay for the date, right? Nothing wrong with talking about that. If you're going to move in together, right? You're taking it to the next level. What are the bill situation? What's the saving situation? Are we combining money? Do we have a joint bank account? And if we have a joint bank account for just bills and stuff like that, what's the rules if we break up?
mm-hmm,
Next step,
Mm-hmm.
we're married. What's the life insurance policy? What is all this? What's your 401k? What are your goals? What are your and don't tell me your goals like, oh, I hope to invent something. Ah, no. I mean, right now, real life, I need to know savings, 401k, debt that you have accruing. Are you still paying on your college funds? What's your car debt look like? What's your credit card debt look like? How are you
Because
paying
if
these? Are
you
you
get
living
wiped off the earth today, I need to know what do
exactly?
I need to pay off versus what your insurance needs to pay off.
right, absolutely.
And if we're, I think when we're talking about men wanting a soft life, I have very specific questions. If you want a soft life, one, what does a soft life mean to you? Two,
Relative.
if you're requiring a soft life, I need to know what kind of spiritual and mental therapy you are getting to adjust yourself to having such a mind state. If you are just like, well, I want a soft life like my mother had, I'm going to call BS right now, because I'm going to guarantee 100% your mother never had a soft life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit here and look at you, dusty, and say, I bet your mother worked very, very hard cleaning and cooking and giving sloppy toppy at 3 a.m. for an ungrateful
To Deacon Baron
3 second,
Joseph,
yeah, for a three pump chump. And she was supposed to smile and ooh and ah and be like, Big Daddy, don't hurt me. That's the kind of soft life you want? Yeah, they can give that to you, but that's more of a mental F than what you think it is. You
Right.
think
mm-hmm.
it's soft because she's staying at home and she's cooking and cleaning, not realizing that what she had was 97 jobs,
There you go. Let's
cooking
talk
and
about it.
cleaning after you little monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hold on,
do
Mm-hmm.
you
Tracy.
really
Don't
want a
go any
soft
further,
life?
Tracy, because we got to go to break.
Okay.
But
Uh-oh.
we're
Okay.
gonna finish this up because I think we should have more conversations about this trend of men wanting soft lives, which I'm like, what the heck is that? So,
Yeah.
you know by now, guys, don't go anywhere. Stay right there. And we're going to be right back after we pay some bills.
Mhm.
And
All right. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
okay. All right.
And one. Welcome back, everybody, to Brown Sugar Confessions, the one and only Brown Sugar Confessions, representing Power 1017. We are also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Doc Val's TikTok. What's your TikTok, Doc Val?
It is Doc Val Popple. I changed it to make it really easy for y'all to find. So follow me on that, guys.
Okay, because I would have said clearly the wrong thing. Doc Val Popple on TikTok. Follow her. She's always doing the absolute most. But if you want to hang out with us on Brown Sugar Confessions, you can always reach out to us at Brown Sugar Confessions with an S at gmail.com. Or you can reach out to Doc Val in particular if you are having some love problems. If you're like, you know what, I want to please my lady, but I don't think I'm pleasing my lady the way she wants to be pleased. You can reach out to her at Valerie at swan with two N's center.com. Or if you just want to show us some love, reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, Dr. Val's email, our email, brownsugarconfessions at gmail.com. Or if you want to just call into the show, Power 1017, and be like, hey, I need to hear more of these ladies. These ladies be getting me right.
That's
Hit us
right.
up. Hit us up.
Absolutely hit us up.
But we are going to get back into it. Tracy, we had to stop her mid rant, but we're going to try to pick this up because, you know, once you stop the flow, it's hard to pick it back up. But we're going to try and keep this going.
All right. Go ahead, Tracy. We were
So
talking about soft men, soft life
Soft
for men.
men. Yes, men
soft
who want a
life,
soft life.
soft men.
Yes.
So I want also men to understand. Well, let me go back a little bit. You're talking about your mother had a soft life. Did she really have a soft life? Because you truly don't know what your mother went through unless you were really, really paying attention to how your father treated her. And
If
not
you have a
even
father
just your
that's
father,
active in the
if you
house.
have a father, but you also have to look at how the rest of the extended family was treating your mother. Was your
Mm-hmm.
grandmother treating your mother well? Was your grandfather treating? All of that goes into what you think a soft life is. So the soft life you think your mother had is probably an utter and complete lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're wanting a soft life, I want you to understand the only way you really get a soft life is by employing that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
don't you don't wait for somebody else to give you a soft life because that's not realistic. That's like saying, "Oh, what is that dumb saying everybody used to say? Oh, you're my missing puzzle piece. You complete me." No, you are a complete person before anyone else comes into the picture. Anything that you have, that is you right there. They don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything else. You are the cake, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
just like the extra fondant that goes like the little swirls around the cake that's already made.
What's
You
that?
want
The
a soft life.
ganache
You
of
have
the covering of the cake?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever
Mm-hmm.
it's
that's it.
called.
If you want a soft life, that is something you have to provide for yourself. That is you taking responsibility of your physical, monetary, mental, spiritual, emotional health yourself. That is not you putting it on someone else and giving them the burden of making you happy. That is lazy, and I'm calling you out on your BS right now. Quit being a lazy person. To quote Kim Kardashian, quit being a lazy person and get off your butt. Go do the work that you need to do so that you can have the soft life on your own. I live a soft life. Guess what? I did that on my own. I had to address my mental health. I had to address my childhood and past trauma. I had to learn how to deal with PTSD and anxiety. I had to also get financially healthy and get into what it is to have money, to keep money, to grow money, not just to spend it wildly on dumb stuff and buy 97 Build-A-Bears. Don't care. Take responsibility for your own soft life. And that's all I'm going to say.
Wow, you
Mic
said a
drop.
lot. No, yeah, I think that is absolutely, you said a mouthful. But I just often wonder, I still want to know where this came from. I was told it came from the sprinkle sprinkle lady that talks about women having soft lives. I don't know if
It's
that's true or not.
essentially that there are a subset of men, because once again, I'm not going to say not all men, not all women, but
Right,
there is a subset of men that I feel like they are jealous because they see these women that are getting all these things, and they expect that there is a subset of women that is going to do that for them.
right. Now
But
here's
there
a cool
are
question.
women
You
that
guys
will
are,
take care of men.
Right.
There are a lot of women that
There's a whole legion of them
lot
if you know how to find them. However,
they will
that's
take
not
care of
soft
you.
life, that's sugar baby status.
that's, I
Oh,
was gonna say, isn't that
exact.
a
There's a
sugar baby?
difference.
Yes,
Right,
That's
there is a
exactly the
difference.
sugar baby.
difference.
Right,
There is a
exactly.
huge difference.
Yeah. And so, at number one, would either one of you date a guy that asked you to provide them a soft life? I personally would not. Would you guys do that?
Right now, in
I think
my here and now, no. Now,
Tracy?
if I get to when I'm like older, and I'm gonna probably be single when I'm older and I ain't got nothing else to do, maybe, but I might also be losing my mind. So who knows?
so. I think I need to, being the Virgo that I am, I need to understand what the definition of a soft life is to that
Because it's
person.
relative.
If your definition of having a soft life is like, yo, I don't be dealing with like, I don't like cheating, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I live a relatively healthy like lifestyle, do you know what I'm saying? And you're mentally healthy, then I mean, I could consider it, but I'm I already think I'm with people that I have a soft life, so I expect them to have a soft life already. And together we all encapsulate a very soft, living, loved relationship. Now, if you come to me and you're like, I want a soft life, and your version of soft life is like, you're going to pay for all my dinners, you're going to pay for my electricity. No, baby, you want a sugar mommy. And if you want me to be your sugar mommy, you better be putting out literal Hawaiian sweet
You want
eggplant.
that Sister Beulah money
Look, if you want that, you better be coming to me correctly. Because if I'm giving you that kind of cash, not to say I would, but whatever. Example, if I'm giving you that kind of cash, I don't want no games. I don't want no lip. I don't want nothing. You better sit there and look pretty. And when I say pretty, you better look pretty because the first time I see you and you don't look pretty, it's over. And I'm taxing you and I'm sending you PayPal receipts. Don't play with me. Do your
because
job, sugar
Virgo.
baby.
Because Virgo. And I'm
Do
like,
your
is
job.
this like how sugar baby life is? Because I'm like, bruh, sugar babies be going through some things if that's the case. Like real sugar
No,
babies.
Right. I
no,
want to
sugar
know,
baby life
if
is fun.
anyone's out there listening, if you're a sugar baby, especially a male, are they called sugar babies if they're guys?
Yeah, they're still called
Okay.
sugar babies.
All right. If you're a guy out there and you're a sugar baby, write us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. If you're a guy and you want to be a sugar baby, write us at brownsugarconfessions
We
at
might be able to find you
gmail.com.
a sugar mama. We might be able to find you a Sister Beulah, a
Because
Gertrude.
if, would I want a guy, would I date a guy, marry a guy that I had to give him a soft life? Because my idea of thinking of soft life, he wants me to provide for him. He just wants to sit back. He wants all the glamour, doesn't want to do anything. That's what I'm thinking. But I would I date or would I date, definitely not marry, a sugar baby? Would I go out there being in my 60s, right? Would
Mm-hmm.
I a sugar baby. I think I'm too arrogant. No, I don't think I could get a sugar
Exactly.
baby.
You're just like,
I
I'm the
know what I
sugar
can get.
baby.
I think
Yeah.
I'm 72 and I'm still the sugar baby, right?
I
I'm
am
like,
baby.
I'm baby.
Yeah.
I'm baby. No, I don't do it. I'm the baby, guys. I'm the baby. So I could.
Look, we just said that this past weekend. We were walking somewhere and they were just like, "Oh, you're a baby." And I said, "No, I'm the baby.
I am
Take
the
care of
baby.
me.
Yeah.
And
I'm
now
the
this
I'm
is
baby.
why
the
I
baby,
get
not
like
a
some of those
baby.
chicks from Dubai when they're like, no, there is no baby. I am baby.
I'm,
I am baby.
I'm
Yeah.
baby.
I am
I'm the
baby.
baby."
If you, I am baby. Now, I might have a boy toy,
That's a
which
Yeah,
is
different
that's
thing though.
different. I could
that's
do
a
that.
That's
different
different.
thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boy toy is like, I'm gonna call you up. I'm old.
That's Sister
I'm
Beulah. That's Sister Beulah activity.
That's it. I'm old now, maybe my husband's moved on to glory. I'm alone and I just need a call. Hello, Tom, Dick, and Harry. Could you please come over?
Right. Be like,
and
hey, I know you want that PS5, so slide that eggplant over my way and we might talk about it.
but if you offer
Yeah.
him something, doesn't that put you back in sugar mama territory?
I mean, I feel like there's no other way at that point.
Yeah, there's no other way at that point. And
Like,
I'm not against
really?
it.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
don't you just want to be in my? I'm not gonna give you nothing. Don't you just want to be in my presence? I don't have to buy
No.
it.
No,
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 unless you
and here's
find
what I'm gonna
somebody who is
say.
very into the older ladies. Like that
and
is
Which
their
isn't hard to
fetish
do.
or kink. It's taking
But
care of the
then
older
again,
ladies.
I would just go to Hidu or I would go on a cruise.
That
I would go on a
that
bliss cruise and just do what I do and then know that twice a year I'm gonna be out here pineappling it up and doing
mm-hmm.
what I do,
Getting all the
and that way I
eggplant
don't have to pay. Yeah, and I don't have to do anything. So
because
I
everybody
think,
is down.
yeah, I soft life, is it real? Yeah, but here's the thing, even when you have a soft life, let's be completely honest, and I think Doc Val could speak to this as well. Just because you have a soft life doesn't mean that it's always going to be soft. You are going to have some of the most hard moments in your soft life because
right.
that's when
Mm-hmm.
you really got to test. You have to test your gangster if you're really going to be about that. Like, I wanted this. What do I have to do now? Like, I had
That's
to
that
go through
equivalent
it.
exchange right there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is the yin yang. There is duality and entropy in all things, and you must be able to accept that. If you want a soft life and you can't lead a horse to dry water, you're not about that life.
Mm-mm.
You're
Right.
not about that
Exactly.
life.
If like the money is gone and you trying to run, you ain't about soft life.
You're not about the soft
Yeah.
life. Nope. Mm-mm. There's a price to be paid for having a soft life.
It's the price is blood.
The price,
Yeah.
and you have to be secure in who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to be beyond loyal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
loyalty, that is something we don't talk about, but
That's part
loyalty,
of that MRS degree right there.
that is. But you think about it, you've got to be loyal to I mean, 100%. Like,
Not even 100, 120%.
I can
Yeah.
talk crap about you, but nobody can talk crap about.
Mm-hmm.
I would jump on someone's back with a bottle if you're gonna talk about my man. If you're trying to take something from, I'm 100% on his side. He could be dead wrong. I don't care.
I'm
I
fighting
am
that. I'm
loyal.
dying on that hill.
I'm dying
Look,
on that hill. You will know that I am his because I'm 100% behind him. And I might go home and cuss him completely out for being a jerk.
Be like, bro, you know you are absolutely effed up for
Wrong.
that.
You
And I
wrong,
stood up for you. So
right?
you better fix this.
But you in the boardroom acting a complete fool, saying all kinds of numbers, messing up my mind. But hey, in front of that board, I'm like 100%. Whatever he said, that's right.
just
That's right.
this,
See on
just
that?
that.
See on that
But
right there? That's right.
but that's the thing. I don't think a lot of people understand. They think soft life means, oh, it's just getting a little hard and I'm done. No,
No.
no. What did
Yeah.
Flo Millie say? For me, don't get hit with a two-piece
Mm-hmm.
because that's how hard I go. Do not play with my men. Do not play with my children. There is a I am when I say I'm loyal and I love you, I mean that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to set air on fire for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about a soft life. To get that, you have to show the loyalty. You
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
have to, and it can't be faked. You cannot fake
Nope.
it.
You can't fake it.
You cannot fake it.
Nope.
And it also takes a lot of people get this misconception that for a woman to want to have a soft life means that she's very demure and weak and just doesn't
Absolutely not. Where is KD when we need her? Because she would
right.
definitely attest to this. But the thing, like, I'm going to picture my inner KD. I'm putting her right here and right here.
Okay,
KD, wherever you are, somewhere in Central and South America, maybe we're channeling right now.
channel her,
This is
girl.
what I would say. First of all, when it comes to that soft life, ain't no way one that you're gonna talk about my person and think you're gonna get away with it. Two,
Absolutely.
the other thing with the soft life is you have to put the work in for it. You
Yep.
have to put the work in for it. This is not like, oh well, I'm pretty and I'm just gonna sit right here and you're gonna throw all the money with it, money into me. No, people that are of a certain economic subset, when they see you, you have to meet the requirements before they actually trust you.
Exactly. It's
They
about that
have to
trust.
trust you.
That is so, so true. These people are coming to you with millions, sometimes billions. They
Mm-hmm.
have affairs that are international.
They have NDAs.
Yes, absolutely. They have contracts.
Yes.
They have so many intricate things that make them who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And what if something goes awry with this man that you love or woman? What if they're injured? What if they are incapacitated? Can you
Mm-hmm.
stand in that gap for that person
That
and
can
take
you take
care
over
of
where
their
they drop
business?
off?
Yes. If you cannot stand in the gap and take care of them, if they can't take care of it, then you're not the one. Then that life isn't for you. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I learned
soft life
that
ain't for you.
the hard way because I will tell
Yeah.
you, my husband had a horrific injury, and my girls know it. But when I tell you that he had a huge fall, and the day that he fell, the piranhas came out
We didn't know
wanting
if he was gonna make
bits.
it.
No, we did not. He almost died 3 times, wanting bits and pieces of his empire, thinking that I was not aware of my husband's affairs, thinking that I did not have the intellect to handle his affairs because he's at multinational affairs. I mean, I'm working with New Zealand. I wasn't sleeping at all. New Zealand, Germany, South and Central America, East and West Coast, and India. Those were the countries and time zones that I was in. And it was so, I was like the pieces that I had to put together and figure out to protect him.
Yeah.
To protect him. I
Yeah.
wasn't worried about me. I didn't care, but I was worried about protecting his legacy because
That.
that's what you're doing. You get a soft when you have that soft life. It is about legacy because it goes from you to your children to your grandchildren to it's legacy,
But that's
and
the thing,
I'm
and I think a lot of
protecting
people
him.
don't understand. If we're going to take it to, like, let's say Game of Thrones level, in order to be the princess, you have to be. Well, I'm not going to say in order to be the queen, you have to be the princess.
Absolutely, you have to be with a Sir. What's her name? Circe or Cece, whatever her
I
name
don't.
is.
We're not even going to talk about that. That trolley or whatever you want to call her. We're on to the new thing. We're on to the new season. But yeah, if you want to have that soft life, you have to do the work. You have
You
to
got to
work
do the work.
on you. Then you have to work on being able to run with whoever you're with,
Mm-hmm.
or whoever you decide to be with, man, woman, or whoever.
Right.
Because the thing is that if everything goes down, if you want to maintain that soft life, are you going to stick with the person you're with? Or are you going to try to run? And if you run, is there anybody that you have that's going to be able to match the soft life that you already got? And a
Exactly.
lot of times that's not the case.
Exactly. And also, people don't realize this. If you've got a man or a woman and you're living a soft life, you need to have your own hobbies and interests.
You got to
Let
be
me
able
tell
to
you
live
something
for
I've learned.
yourself. And but
The
that's the
most
thing
important,
too. Go
you
ahead.
got to
I'm sorry.
remember. That's okay. I think I can man or whatever gender you are, if you're trying to have that type of soft life, they have their biggest priority. I'll speak for my husband. Is his telephone. He runs his empire off his iPhone. He will start at 3 a.m. and that sucker will run until 3 a.m.
That
He
sounds like true
starts it.
Aries energy, and I have to high five my big brother for that.
He runs it. Every contract, look at this, read this over. He's always on the phone. It's not like we're spending, we're together, but he's working.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't be selfish with him. I can't say, "Oh, I wish you spend more time with me," or "Why aren't you talking to me?" or "Why aren't you doing this with this man?" I mean, hours he will be on his phone. And
Mm-hmm.
you cannot and should not expect his undivided attention because he cannot afford to give it to you because he's got to provide that life. And not only the life for you, he's probably, like in the case of my husband, has many employees in many different countries,
And if he
payroll
don't, then you
families.
need to find another
You need to
guy.
find somebody.
Yeah.
That's it. Understand
I
that
have to.
you cannot be needy. You cannot be needy and need us have a soft life.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
You
my
cannot be
gosh.
needy.
That
That's the
that
We need to
book.
that
talk
right
about that.
there.
I
Mm-hmm.
think we need to talk about the realistic expectations of dating someone
A
who
billionaire
makes
or
that
more.
kind of money. Yeah, because I did not understand that going into either one of my relationships with these two wealthier individuals, right? I didn't understand that. I I don't want to say the dude I was with before was broke, but we gonna call a spade a spade.
Mm-hmm.
And and obviously he was the original person that I was with. We didn't spend much time together because I don't think we just didn't like each other that much, and I tend to be a loner anyway. But getting in a relationship, a healthier relationship with these two individuals, I really had to clock my own state. I had to look at how hard they work, waking up 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning to get a quick workout in. And then while they're working out, they're doing meetings and scheduling stuff and goes on until 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Until the job
And I'm
is
just
done.
like, until the job is done. And I would just be like, can you give me some attention? And they'd be like, no. And I went to therapy because I realized I was dealing with a lot of things, but with my therapist, a lovely Black woman, she helps me realize like their time is divided not just between you, but they have the responsibility of so many other people on their back and making sure that those people are fed, that you're being fed and you're doing all these things, and that is their way of taking care of you. And once we all got into therapy and I realized like that's just how this is, I had to check myself. I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
had to check myself and really come around to like I I have to get my own thing. I have to do my own thing. And now that I have my own thing, I understand like, yo, I don't got time for all this. Do something over there while I do this over here and make this money to add to our money. You cannot be insecure in any relationship, especially a soft relationship. I know you think because it's soft, you could just be like, "Ah, be a no, 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 boo.
No. They don't have time for your wantonness.
responsibilities.
Nah,
We don't got time.
they
We don't
will
got time for none of that.
They
they
don't have
will
time.
scoot you because there are at least 20 people that are vying for your position right now.
And tell me
Exactly.
that's not a part trust. That's not a part of trust, is being able to do your own thing
Mm-hmm.
and not rely solely upon them as your sole identity. It's all about trust. That all
Absolutely.
goes into that. Oh my gosh, we got to talk about that. We
We're
got to
going to
talk
talk
about all
about that.
this.
This show has been.
Next week we'll talk
Next week,
about
we're
it.
going to come back in and talk more about the soft life. But, we asked you guys, if you're listening, guy, girl, whatever your gender is, if you're a sugar baby, write in. Let us know what it's like. If you want to be a sugar baby, let us know, because we might know some sugar that we can find you, baby.
I
And most importantly,
mean,
if you want to have that soft life, I want to talk to guys that want to have a soft life. What does that really mean? What are you looking for? We need you to define that a little bit. So,
mhm.
you know what we say on Brown Sugar Confessions always: stay safe out there, play safe out there, and we're going to see you next week, guys. Bye bye for now.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. Go to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram page at Brown Sugar Confessions to like, share, and follow. Stay safe and play safe. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.